Fuck.
I disconnected.
Yeah, I was trying to get, I don't know what's going on with this. So somehow I got into the master screen here. And that was what was left on the computer. That's why I hate, I'm really hating doing these fucking hybrid meetings, because I gotta come in here and play with the computer for 20 minutes before we start a meeting. And nothing's ever the same. For some reason, the screen was already up, so I pressed start the meeting, but then the camera doesn't seem to work. When I click the split cam, it says it's already running, but it's not showing what's in the room. Like, I'm standing over by the TV, but not on that screen. It's just a still screen. So I don't know. Are you still there? You look frozen. Oh, you're gone. Sucks.
No, I just sent it
Oh,
out. Hey, Gordon, I'm back.
yeah, I see that. I see you. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? You're frozen again. I hate this fucking shit.
I don't see anybody at the table, though.
No, you're not gonna
Oh,
see
Zach?
anybody. I keep telling you that. The camera's not working.
Oh,
So I was trying to explain before.
so
I don't know
I
why it's,
see.
here
so there
comes-
are people actually sitting at the table now.
it's just a picture. What?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. You're really, hey,
And then
Michelle.
there's another Woodstock.
Hey, Michelle. Michelle, can you hear me? Unmute. 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 Michelle.
I did. I can see you. I can see a screen, but I don't see
It's
you.
freezing up
Well,
too.
hold on. There was a different screen here. It seems like I'm the host, and it's a still screen of Town of Woodstock. I don't know what's
That's
going on.
that's
I don't want to start closing boxes. You can hear me though.
I can hear you.
All right, because we're just gonna read two decisions. I'm not gonna come up with this anymore. For some reason, when I open
That
the
table is
computer, I
switched on.
seem to have the master screen for the meeting. You understand?
Yeah.
I didn't log in how I usually log in, where a little box comes up. There was like I seem to have the master here, and for some reason, it just says Town of Woodstock. This is some still shot of the room.
Yeah, it says
Like-
exactly. Yeah, it doesn't,
Like the
doesn't say
split cam is
volunteer.
on, but I'm not sure how to get it on. I really don't like clicking everything in this program to figure it out.
Don't worry about it. We can hear you. That's all we care about.
All right, we're just gonna read 2 decisions and whatever. If they
Yeah.
ever show up, somebody just rolled up. Okay,
Joe just said he was on his way, that he should be there shortly.
my hero.
Michelle, do you have any idea? Table?
What, Marcia?
Marcia's doesn't have a great connection.
No, I was gonna say, do you have any idea why the camera's not working on the table there? And I see the monitor is
Because-
off.
Because Gordon signed on as a host.
The box was already up. It was the way it was set up when I turned on
Yeah.
the computer.
Oh, we're ghosts.
Yeah, well, it's a still shot. There was
They sign
the
on
host box was up when I came in. I
again?
checked it
Would
to
that
Ron. They can hear us, so that's
Yeah.
all. That's all we need.
Yep, Joe is here.
Hmm?
Joe's here.
Good man.
Yeah.
I hate not being able to see you guys.
Yeah, well, I hate
Guys, I
setting
miss
up
you.
these freaking Zoom meetings every time we have this meeting.
It's like I'm talking to ghosts, like you're there, but you're not there.
I'd be happy to be sitting home and not seeing us sitting here too.
I think we should all be able to do Zoom. It's ridiculous.
I'm at work.
Well, I like it one or the other. I don't
California
like
time.
both. I don't like running a hybrid meeting. It
Yeah,
sucks. It's
yeah,
really,
yeah.
it's the worst.
Yeah.
It really is. Everybody communicates at a different plane. The energy's totally different. It's very screwed up. And I don't like it at all.
Well, this is the first time we've encountered this issue.
Okay. Michelle, how many do we have next week for next meeting for the public hearing?
3.
$17, $18, and $19, I take it, right?
Correct. Yes. And then 20 we just got in, so that one is for July, the first meeting in July.
Swimming pool in a front yard, number 17. That's on,
California.
they're from West Orange. On California Quarry, on a swimming pool in a front yard.
Well, they say it's not really a front yard.
We'll see, huh?
We'll see.
Let's see. I looked at the. Did you say Joe was out there?
I saw him come in. I just texted him. I said, come in.
That makes a grand entrance, huh? Yeah, it doesn't look like a front yard. Looks like a side yard. Oh, they want to put it there. $15, $16, these are all open. $17, $18. 18 is 8-foot infringement to a modified to construct a screen porch addition. Simple. 19 is roofs. We know what that one is.
What's that?
Roofs. The other one's a screen porch, 20.
Yeah.
And then the new one is for a fence over 4 feet high. Install 9 feet and 6 foot high fence.
Just said he'll be in a minute. I think he's working.
He's,
Job.
well,
Okay. Waiting.
huh?
It's not like we have people waiting. I thought we got out of here really quick.
Yeah, well. Look, I'm babysitting at the time of this meeting. Apparently, we've all signed on for this.
What's that?
We've all signed on for this, and people can't do it.
I know.
Big deal. If you can't do it, you can't do it. It's just, kind of base my whole day around it. I drive 100 miles today. I'm here.
I know. Yes.
Okay.
Here he is.
Okay. I'd like to call the zoning board of appeals, Woodstock zoning board of appeals meeting to order for June 8th, 2023. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Okay, we're calling the roll call. Gordon Webb.
Jude Salato.
Joe Bellick.
We have a quorum,
Michelle.
and we also have on Zoom Marcia.
Marcia's
Marcia.
yelling here.
What?
She said Marcia's.
Oh, you did say.
I said,
We got it. Okay.
I'm here. Can you hear
Thank
me?
you. You said we don't have the
Yes.
minutes for tonight, Michelle? Is that what I
No
saw?
minutes.
Okay, so we have no public hearings scheduled this time. We do have 3 for our next meeting. We have 3 outstanding decisions. Rosalind Markles, that's Mike Castiglione. Julie Kafke, no, that one I'm voting on tonight. Mark Sensich we're voting on, so 2315, that's Martin Mills, that's the shed over by the court. And Joseph has Neil Stephen, the gate. Watergate.
The gate,
Okay,
the cul-de-sac.
think we can get that for our next meeting?
Yes,
It should be an easy one,
it's very easy.
so, yeah, I think so. All right, so with that, we have 2 decisions pending here. We have written up. I'd like to open up ZBA case 2313. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
we'll read the resolution. Based upon the standards for consideration of variances and conditional upon the compliance with stated representations, area variances from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 4, area and bulk regulations. Modification of required yard, section 260-26B2C for a 22-foot infringement into a minimum required 50-foot rear yard setback in order to construct a 352 square foot studio with attached carport is hereby granted, subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. Gordon Webb, I vote aye. Mike Castiglione is absent. Jude Salato.
Hi.
Joseph Bellick.
Aye.
Marcia Swilling.
Aye.
Martin Mills is absent, so the vote is carried. 4 in favor. 1 absent. So it is, let me just finish this up here. In favor, none opposed. Oh, 2 absent. I'm gonna include Martin on these just because it's easier to just do it all the time. Okay, we got the 8th. D3, signed, sealed, delivered from Michelle for tomorrow. Moving on, okay, with that, I would like to close ZBA case 23-13. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So be it. I'd like to open up ZBA case 2314. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, anybody wish to discuss before we vote? If not, then I'll read the resolution. Based upon the standards for consideration of area variances set forth in section 260-103B of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, an area variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock area, Article 5, supplementary regulation, section 260-32A, D3A. Of the construction of an 8-foot high fence in the front yard where only a 4-foot high fence is allowed, and to construct 8-foot high fences inside and rear yards where a 6-foot high fence is allowed in order to build an animal intrusion fence. Said variance is hereby denied, subject to all requirements of zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. The vote is as follows. Aye. Mike Castiglione absent. Hugh Slato,
Aye.
Joseph Pellick,
Aye.
Marcia Zwilling.
Aye.
Aye. Martin Mills absent. Vote 4 in favor, none opposed, 2 absent, and 0 abstaining. Okay. 2, 3. With that, I would like to close ZBA case 23-14. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Ayes have it.
Aye.
Okay, any other matters to come for the board? Did you want to discuss the draft real quickly?
Yes.
Okay,
Does anybody have any input about the draft? Marcia, Joe?
did you get a copy of it?
I read it. I thought it was excellent and I support our submission of it.
Okay,
Yes, I thought you did a great job, Jude. That was a lot of work and it looks
Gordon
great.
too. Gordon too.
editor,
According
I get the, Jude did all the
Okay.
groundwork. I just told her, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Not
Editor,
really.
well, editor's important, right?
Yes,
Do you feel like us weighing in will have an impact on?
I think so. You
Well, it
know,
can't hurt.
right.
Yeah,
You know, if nothing.
We
else-
get nothing less than I told you so.
right.
Somewhere in our pocket.
Yeah,
You know,
probably what it's gonna come down to.
What's that?
It's probably what it's going to come down to, the I told you so.
No.
Hopefully not, but
What were you gonna say, Jude?
I was just gonna say, I think what it does is it kind of lays out the concerns so that people at least
Yeah,
will be aware of what's in the proposal. Most people don't know.
yeah, my thing was on that, I mean, you got really into it, I understand you, I think you have to be to write that stuff. I just tried to pull it, so it wasn't, it's more of a statement, it wasn't a statement, but rather a question, you know, deposit concerns and things that weren't clear. And then we found, I know you found a lot of irregularities, which is very easy to do. It's really tough to rewrite anything, whether it's codes or contracts, without doing the whole thing, really. When you start inserting things,
Yeah.
it can really cause a lot of problems, because, you know, you end up getting a lot of, problems.
So what's our next move here now? Can we send it?
Yeah, yeah, I mean,
Good
yeah,
question.
even if it's not, you know, it's not inflammatory, it's just, there's some questions. People can answer them easily, they can answer them easily. If they can't answer them. I know a lot of people are really gung ho in this, and I certainly even support affordable housing. But it's just some questions.
Right.
And we're the guys that are gonna see all those problems
Yeah.
if we choose to stay here. So,
right.
all right, so,
Right, so Michelle, what I'll do is I'll fix that one thing I told you that I found.
Okay,
There's some inconsistencies in the heading for the ZBA. Some say extension 14 and some say extension 18, so they just need to be fixed.
if I could, I'll just take one more look at the last draft, just with
Sure.
fresh eyes in the morning, and
Yeah.
I'll be around tomorrow morning, I can do a little work on it.
So then the next question is who we send it to. We send it to the town board, we send it to the planning board, the environmental commission, anyone else?
I'd send it to everyone.
Well,
do I
don't-
send it out?
Yeah, I can, I'll ask you to just send it under, you know.
Okay,
If you can think of any ways, I don't know, do the housing committees, do they have an email and that?
yes, Yep.
Okay. If you can think of anybody by tomorrow, I'll talk to you in the morning, maybe around 9:30, and let's give you a quick call into the office.
perfect.
I'm trying to think who else. CCD?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
but-
I'll send it to all the boards that are involved.
okay.
So I will send it to you tonight again. Unless you, I
Well,
didn't change,
well,
I didn't change anything.
yeah,
No.
no. And you just sent it around, right? Michelle, did you just send it around?
I sent it around.
You sent it around,
So
okay.
everybody's seen it. I sent it as a PDF,
Uh-huh.
so, because I just think that things can get weird format wise.
Oh, I
Yes.
always send PDFs.
Yeah, so that's the one thing I have to go back and change the, and then I don't know, yeah, I'll talk to Michelle about it, so. How we want to send it, address it to the town board, address it to anyone, or just ZBA review?
Yeah, I think it's because I see, I've heard some quotes from the town board, they've seen this thing, and they're all kind of gung ho. But, you know, they're trusting things that, I don't even think the housing committee that was behind Nan Stoltenberg has really looked at a lot of this stuff.
I agree.
And I haven't had time to look at it, I feel I've looked at it more than they have, and that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because I haven't spent a lot of hours, and Jude spent a lot more hours. And,
Yeah.
and I don't even see the county's questions being responded to by anybody.
No, you know, I did send an email to the county, I haven't gotten a response, because I think it was a miss.
All right, well, we can, and just ask questions, and the town will be having public hearings, and
The planning board's gonna need to send a response.
response to.
The the Ulster County Planning Board was supposed to review it, and also the town planning board is supposed to review it.
You mean, yeah, both county planning board already did
Right, so
respond.
now the town planning board has to, that's why I thought it would be good for them to see this, because I,
Right. Yeah,
all right, great, good, yay. All right, so in
guys.
terms of the other cases, I kind of, maybe we should wait till. some-
Yeah, it seems to work out better that way.
Yeah, people know what they're getting into,
Yeah, because we're not just knocking them out on the spot, so.
right,
We got a swimming pool, and, well, they're like on that curvy, so they're like their whole, you know, it's one of those one front yard that kind of sweeps around the house,
right,
but it doesn't look like it's that close to it. That one might even be okay, you know, depending on the lay of the land.
right.
The other one's a fence,
These are in.
fences are out. Not popular.
What is that?
One thing I'm just gonna bring up, because it ticks me off every time I go by the bear and I see all the signs that she has up there. And I feel like if we get a sign, I'm gonna tell them, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna protest, because when you have somebody who has that much money, who's just able to put up all the signs they want in the world, and one small business comes in and we're gonna say no for
I
a
know.
sign. Kind of, you know, I don't wanna be, I want them to kind of tighten it up, or at least, you know, be consistent, somewhat consistent on enforcement or something.
My
But we haven't seen, we get them in runs, it's all fences now.
Right. Well, you know, my understanding is that the new person is dealing with signs and STRs. And a lot of people in town have gotten violations for signs. I don't know if she's gotten any out in Bearsville, but every time I go by, there's those big welcome
Big welcome
banners.
banners, yeah, and they're
And
not
then
just.
there's just every weekend, there's 10, you know,
Yeah, it's a clown show.
it's
Yeah.
really.
There are guitars out there, which with the little bear insignia on it.
Yeah,
And it starts going beyond sculpture for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, even though I love Rennie, I love his guitars, but when you kind of put them up to define the perimeter of your property.
Yeah.
And, you know, just the,
Well, that would be an interpretation, no doubt.
and I think, that, you know, and that's what we did with Bradley Meadows. We gave him that front sign. So I don't mind if there's a sign up front, signs up front and signs on the buildings, because they're so far away from the sign.
Right.
It makes sense,
Right.
but you know, the Bearsville Theater is 40 feet long, and then there's all the other signs and welcomes. You know, so I don't know, but my thing is, it's just that when a person of money can just do that, it just seems to fly right through it. And then we nailed the little guy for one sign. I don't know if there are any little guys up in Woodstock.
I don't think so.
We're opening
No,
stores.
I don't think so. Do you think that that's worth a conversation with Butch to see if?
Yeah,
anyone
I've been
noticed
meaning
that?
to do that, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
So, since other things seem to be quieting down.
yeah. All right,
Trying to have a
hey,
conversation. All right, so without further ado, I would like to adjourn tonight's meeting. Do I have a second?
second,
All in favor?
you guys still awake?
Aye.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping in, Marcia. Good to see you.
Okay, all right, bye now.
I'm enjoying your posts on
Marcia.
Facebook.
Oh, you are?
Thanks
Well,
for
I'll
stopping.
be able to post a lot more by the end of the month, but
You
I'm
want,
sort
you
of,
want attaboy too, Joe?
I'm just gonna get back in the car and drive back to New York City. I'm happy to drive 6 hours so that you can have your meeting.
Come on.
Wait a minute,
Oh.
they didn't make you join this crew. It's on you, dude. I drove 100 miles out to
No, no,
Liberty.
no,
I drove out to Liberty today and back, and I'm tired too.
I'm committed.
I
You're
should
not
say
a
so,
quorum, you'll have a
Joe.
quorum.
That's
You're in and
great.
you're out, that's all we got, that's all, I don't wanna hear, I gotta come here, I don't even wanna say, I don't even wanna go there. I'm running hybrid Zoom meetings, I gotta come here and wrestle the computer for 20 minutes before I even start the meeting. I become the IT guy.
I'm only because I can't see you in person. Just looking at a blank table. It would be nice to see your faces, but
It was a blank table. I think it's a.
I'd rather we just did this all on Zoom, I don't like the
What's that a
hybrid.
picture of?
That's
The
us.
table, the camera wasn't.
That's,
Oh,
there was a
it'd be
different.
great if we could
For
do
the
that.
mask now, for some reason, and it just created a whole different scene where I didn't have any of the controls that I had before, so.
Just voices.
There's Joe, Joe's right here. I was over here. And Marsh, and Jude was sitting way down here, but she's got her mask on, she's,
are we offline now?
no.
No, I'm gonna end it though.
I'm gonna shut us
End it.
down.
End it.
Bye.
Okay. Night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.